Hey there! So here's a little video to get you guys started in how to grade in Blackboard. So hopefully it's as straightforward to you as it is for me. I'm going to try to make your jobs as easy as possible. There are a few annoyances that I'm still learning in Blackboard. I'll try to offload those onto me so you guys don't have to worry about it. So anyway, when you get into Blackboard here, I've logged in and you see all my classes that I teach here, 105, 243, 243, 244. You guys will either have one or two of these in your Blackboard. I'll just go to this 243 link here. When you click on it, there's a lot of stuff to look at. If you want to see what the students can be doing right now, you can click on assessment submissions. You don't have to worry about that. That's where they have to click. So you don't sweat that. Down here in Grade Center is where you'll actually be doing your grading. So if you click on the little triangle by Grade Center, there's a little option that says Needs Grading, Full Grade Center, and so forth and so on. I just like to click on the Needs Grading, and that takes you right out to what you can, what has currently been uploaded into Blackboard. What you see here is actually some old stuff and some new stuff, but this is pretty close to what it's going to look like. I mean, it's going to look a lot like this. Sometimes you'll have 100 things in here, I would imagine. Sometimes you'll have 10 like this. So I'm just going to we'll grab this one right here. Here's an example of a student who uploaded a Word document. So when you click on that student's name, it looks like a Word document, stat 243 quiz1.docx. Notice how it pops open right here, and you can see what the student has done. I'll slide this down so it's a little more obvious. There we go. And this is cool. I've restructured how students submit assessments. I tell them I don't want them anymore to do anything except give me numbers and their answers. I don't want to have scans of original documents uploaded with writing on them because I want this to be as simple as possible for all of us to grade. So here you go. This is a student, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true. And this is actually 100% correct if this student had submitted this one for 4 points. So suppose this was 100% correct, like we said. You would go over here and you'd simply type in attempt number 2, 10. And then as soon as you click in that attempt box, the feedback box pops up. If you want to, you can type something in there like, hey, nice job, you did really well. If there's something you want to explain to the person, you can do it in there. Although I don't expect you to use this feedback box. You can type the grade in here for sure. If you want to comment on something, you can use this little comment box right here. So when you click comment, it allows you to either highlight something, which is kind of nice. Oops. How's that? There we go. Or you can draw in something, which is also good. You can put a comment box, which is also good. Put a little tag there. It draws a line right to the question you wanna make a mark on, and you can say in, hey, did you mean false instead? Here's why. And I'm typing terribly right now, but you can see the point. Instead of having to write comments, you can now type comments. And I'm pretty sure that this is going to make your guys' jobs a lot easier because you'll be able to simply type much faster than you can write. I don't know if you guys grade like I do, if you've graded before. I used to grade one question at a time. That is going to be prohibitive now. You're going to have to grade the entire thing at once unless you feel like cycling through these things. So I will give you keys with the answers on them, and you can just bang them out that way. And we'll see how it goes. This might be terrible, but right now I'm kind of excited about the way it's shaping up to look. It's going to be a lot less work, I think, annoyance-wise for all of us. So anyway, once you've assessed, and suppose this person actually didn't get a 10, suppose they got a 6, you just simply type 6 right there. It'll update itself up here in the grade book, and then you'd hit submit. I will not hit submit because this person already submitted another version that looked better or looked fine. But you would hit submit at this point, and then what would happen was it would then kick you out of that quiz, and it would take you automatically to the next quiz. And you can see what happened here with the next quiz. I think it's the same quiz. Yep, I took a snapshot, so I hope this turned out. If students send you comments, you'll actually see their comments right here. no longer, I'm not accepting these little image files anymore. The problem with these, when you can see when I'm hitting open, I'm saying download, I'm hitting open, it's now getting confused. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want you to deal with that. So students have been given very specific instructions. They have to upload either PDFs or Word documents. If they submit something like this, simply give them a 0 in the grade book. And for feedback, just put something like, it's the wrong data type, talk to Sean and figure it out. And I'll deal with that. You just give them a 0 in the grade book and call it good. And I will deal with that when I see them in class. And that's like, I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. I'll deal with that. But if they give you anything that you have to click on download to read, just simply give them a 0. Type see Sean and we'll deal with it in class. That shouldn't happen very often now that we've kind of gotten the term rolling. Okay, so far? Makes sense? And honestly, I don't really know how Blackboard works. I noticed as I was clicking through, see if I can back up a little bit here. One of the first, this one here came up blank. Here's a quiz that I don't see anything on. Now, this student did 2 attempts, and the second attempt actually worked just fine, which is why she got a 10. But if this happens, when you get a blank, just 0, feedback, see Sean to fix, or something like that. Oops. To fix. Cool. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, once you're done, and depending on the week, you guys might have the 1 thing to grade for me. You might have 2 things. You might have 3 things. Whatever, however many things you have. What I need you to do is to download the files of these things. So here's part 2 of what you have to do to get the data to me. So you're going to grade them in here. All the grading will happen right here. And as soon as you hit submit for each student, it's going to send those grades into the grade center, Okay. So if you click on the full grade center right there, full grade center, it's going to pop open over here. And now you've got all this stuff. And the numbers these are the ones I graded last week. These are all the numbers that popped up here. I'm not sure what these little exclamation points are. Needs grading. Yeah, it does need grading. Those things all need grading because, those things all need grading because they're not due yet. They're due this week. Once you're done grading in the needs grading section. Once you're done, what I want you to do is to download these bad boys. So here's the way I just figured this out. I had to go through Google search to figure this one out. Go to the Work Offline tab. Go to Download. Okay. You're going to select Data to download. You can do the full grade center if you want. I'd rather you didn't because I'd rather you just do selected column. And then you're going to download one of these for each of the assessments you're grading. So suppose you're doing primer quiz number 1. You're going to select that one. Okay. Everything else pretty much can stay exactly the same as it is. And then you're going to submit, and you're going to download it, and it's going to shove that bad boy either to a saved file or it's going to open it in Microsoft. I'll go ahead and hit open for OK. And it's going to pop open, and then, yep, that's totally fine. And there it is right there. Save that with a name. See, the problem is, look at this name up here. The name that they use is, I understand what it is. It's the CRN. Whoops. It's the CRN, and it's the course, and it's the term, and it's the word column, and it's all this garbage. Just save it as, quiz primer number 1, and email that to me. And then do the same thing for the next quiz, and do the same thing for the project and everything else, anything else you guys are grading for me. Okay, and then just hit save. I hit cancel, but you'll hit save, and what'll happen is eventually you'll see this will have a bunch of numbers in it right here. So I think what's happened is these students here have looked at it but not graded it yet. So what you'll do is you'll actually get in there and once the grading has taken place, it'll all pop right into that column. So anyway, once you save those as Excel spreadsheets, just email them to me, and that's pretty much it. I think once we all get the hang of this, it's going to go much more quickly. So hopefully that helped. Obviously, guys, feel free to email me with any questions if this doesn't make sense, and we'll talk to you soon. See you around.